You guys thought I forgot about you? Damn, my voice sounds like dog shit. I apologize for that. Don't click off the video. I apologize. I'm still sick, so it is what it is. Anyways, let's talk about something. Let's talk about me. If you guys don't know, let's say somehow you stumbled across this page before my main page. I am Drew Peacock. And a lot of people don't like me. I don't know why that could be. I don't say anything mean or anything. But a lot of people don't like me. And yeah, it's because I say mean stuff. Pretty much, I just want to talk about why I made the main channel in the first place. And I want to just clear up some things. So, first things first, my name is not actually Drew Peacock. A lot of people think that it is. And I don't understand how they could, but they do. It's not Drew Peacock. My name is just Andrew, and my last name is not Peacock. So I made that channel when I was a kid, and I did not know that I was going to ever be posting on it. That was just, like the funny names Bend Over. It was the same thing, but that one had the word Drew in it, and I was like, oh, that's my name. I'll just take that one. So Drew Peacock is supposed to sound like Droopy Cock. So that's why it's named that. Am I getting dirty over here brushing up against my fucking Corvette? Anyways, I made the channel to help people. The whole point of the channel is to help people. I know it seems like I don't, but the whole point of it is so people don't make the same mistakes I made as a young car enthusiast. And those mistakes were, well, I raced out a V6 Mustang. And I thought I was the coolest Kyle in all of SoCal. I thought I was the dopest dude ever with my blue LED headlights, Mustang, LEDs in the grill, LEDs in the footwells, LEDs. I thought I was the coolest dude ever. And it wasn't until I found other car pages that I realized, wow, I'm a fucking loser. Verbatim, I probably said that. Yeah, so I made the channel to poke fun at racers because bullying is the best way to change, at least for some aspects. For something like cars, where it's not super personal, like I'm not talking about nobody's mother here, but for something like cars, I think there's no harm in making fun of somebody if their car is, fake or something, or it's riced out. Like they clearly don't know better. I think making fun of them will help them learn because they're not going to forget that. So that's why I post those videos. Early on, I made videos just laughing at racers and rating your guys' cars and stuff like that. And I still do a lot of that to this day, funny enough, even though, don't get me wrong, it's been a bit exhausting doing the same thing. But yeah, like the Drew Peacock character is kind of a character. There's some things I do stand by, but for the most part, it's the character of a dude who is like super into drag racing, and anything that isn't about horsepower is lame. That's kind of the whole point. I know it doesn't often come off as that, but a lot of people do also recognize it at the same time. And slowly over the years, I've been trying to transition out of that character because a lot of people don't like me because they think it's real. They think that the Drew Peacock character is true. But no, he's a character. He's a douchebag. He's supposed to be that douchey guy that just talks shit if you're not making horsepower. That's kind of the whole point early on. Anything that was not a built race car or anything that wasn't making horsepower, he would clown on. Stance cars, trucks, show cars, racers, clown on it. And there's some truth to that. I do think a lot of those cars are kind of lame, and a lot of race cars drivers do. That wasn't a good word. Just ignore that. Point is, the whole point of it, though, was so people didn't make the same mistakes I did. And to this day, whenever I get recognized in public, a lot of the people do say, dude, you helped me so much. Oh, my God, man. I bought all these Ricer mods, and you help me not put them on my car. You help me buy real mods. You help me this. You help me that. And that's what I want to hear. Because I wasted hundreds of dollars back when I was a kid on stupid Ricer mods, and I thought I was cool as fuck. And then you get in your car, and you're like, it's the same car. I just threw an LED light on it. It's not any better. It's not any faster. And it was super underwhelming. You know, it didn't fill that car guy void. I thought I was a car guy. I thought I knew what I was doing. You want to hear something so funny how dumb I was in my Ricer phase? I thought because I had a manual V6 Mustang that I could beat an automatic New Edge GT. I remember thinking to myself, well, mine is a manual and I can control what gear I'm in for how long, and an automatic is going to shift early, and so I'm going to be able to beat this guy. We never actually raced. But I remember that. I remember thinking to myself, I have a V6 Mustang. It's just as fast as any other V6 Mustang. I could probably beat an S550 V6 Mustang because I'm a manual. I remember thinking that. That's how dumb and how stupid I was. And I'm old enough and mature enough to admit just how dumb I was. I was really fucking dumb, obviously. But yeah, the purpose of the channel early on was to help, and it still is, to help people not make the same mistakes. Because there is no satisfaction that comes out with putting a Ricer mod on your car. And it doesn't even make sense when Ricers think about it. Everybody who's not a Ricer, they just won't do it. But if you're a Ricer, and let's say this was a fake hood vent, right? Let's say that this didn't go anywhere and it was just doing nothing. Well, Ricer would throw it on and be like, cool. Now all the car guys are going to know I'm cool. Or all the chicks are going to think I have a cool car. Those are the two reasons why I think Ricers modify their car the ways they do. Because that's what I was thinking when I was a Ricer. I was thinking, oh yeah, I got a cool car now. All the cool car guys are going to respect me. When in reality, that's not the case. The paradox with that, and I've said this so many times over the years, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, is any real car guy is going to be able to recognize when a hood vent or a hood whatever is fake. They're going to know. They're going to know. And on the other end of that stick, any chick who's not a car guy is not going to care regardless. But if she is a car person, then you look even stupider. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, there is no winning when it comes to ricing out your cars. So that's why I made the Drew Peacock character. Nowadays, I do respect a lot of cars a lot more than I would have earlier on. Like, I don't really talk trash about stance cars as much anymore unless they're just atrocious. I do go to car shows and I do see stance cars and I do like how some of them look. Would I build one myself? Probably not, because at my core I still do like going fast, and stance cars just don't go fast, so it just doesn't appeal to me. But you could see a clean one and still respect it, just like I could see a clean Honda. A lot of people think that I hate Hondas or Infinities. There's this one guy, when I went to Chuck Walla back in April, and I raced a McLaren there was a G37 there. And he passed me. And he made a video, how I passed Drew Peacock. And then someone commented, oh, and he fucking hates G37s too, so good on you for passing him. I don't hate G37s. I hate G37 drivers that go to takeovers. The car itself is a solid platform. It's a luxury sports car that it comes in a manual, rear-wheel drive, decent power. It's a nice vehicle. Sadly, the climate and the culture around the car just sucks. So I don't hate G37s. I don't really hate any car. Honestly, you can make any car cool. I've seen cool BRZs. I've seen cool Hondas, obviously. I've seen cool G37s. Any car can be cool. But, yeah, like there's this stigmatism, or there's this, that's probably not the right word either. There's this, I guess, association that comes along with me that I'm just a hater. And I get it. If somebody looks into my content and they look into the stuff I post, I look like I just shit talk everything. I look like I just like hate on everything. I look like I'm just a hater. When in reality, like, I'm not, you know? I don't make content to try to bring people down or to try to make people feel bad about their days. I try to make content to help change behaviors or help point people in the right direction. I've been in the car scene since I was, I don't know, 18, 19, and I'm 27 now. So I've been in the car scene for a long time. I feel like, in my opinion, I got in kind of late, like I got in and it doesn't feel like too long ago. And I started from scratch, like I said, I was a racer. I didn't go in because my daddy taught me how to work on cars, or I stayed up watching F1 or NASCAR with him. Yeah, he would have NASCAR on here and there, but they're just going in circles, I wasn't all into it. But the amount of people I've been able to help with my videos is the main reason why I would post those. Yeah, I just, like I said, there's an association that comes with my name, and I think it kind of sucks because, like, I do what I think has to be done. I do think the car scene will be better if there are less fake car guys. I do think the car scene and people in general will just benefit if they're more educated on what mods to do and what mods not to do. That's why I do it. I don't do it because I enjoy talking shit about racers. I mean, I do to a certain extent, but that's not why I do it. I do it because I was that kid, and yeah, if I can help people not be that kid, then that's good. So now let's go ahead and transition this thing into a chat of, well, let's say you are new to the car scene. Let's say you are a new car guy and you're looking for your first car. What are the top 5 first cars I would recommend to you? People often ask me that question and they say, Drew, what should be my first car? I have $5,000 or I have $10,000. What should be my first car? Then that's a shitty question. I'm just going to say it straight up. That's a shitty question. I don't know you. I don't know your personal tastes. I don't know which category of cars you like. So I'll give you a couple options from every major car groups. We'll have Euro, JDM, and American Muscle. And I'm going to do my best to not give you guys shitty information. So let's start with the thing I am most educated in, and that's American Muscle cars. If I had $5,000, what would I go out and buy? It's a great question. I don't think you can find a clean C5 for $5,000. It would definitely be a beater, but if you could find a decent C5, then I would go for that. That's probably closer to $10,000 though. C5 is a great platform for just about anything. It is honestly a beautiful platform. If I were looking for a car, an American car, I would start there. However, if you need 4 seats, then I would look for some sort of Mustang. Now, I haven't been keeping up with Mustang prices. I don't know what you can get for $5,000 or $10,000. I'm sure you can get a 3-valve for $5,000, an okay one. You could probably get a pretty clean 2-valve for $5,000, but I don't think you can get a Coyote yet for $5,000. $10,000, you can maybe get the early, like 2011 Gen 1 Coyote, maybe. I don't think you're getting a 13 or a 14 though, which is the one with the nice taillights. My favorite generation ever. I don't think you're copping that for 10 grand. One more American muscle car. Pontiac G8 or GTO. I think those two are also great options. Sadly, they're getting stolen like left and right now, so you got to be careful with those. But if you need a 4-door, Pontiac, a G8. If you need a 2-door, a GTO. You get an LS, you get a rear-wheel drive car. It's a badass car. Can't go wrong with either of those. Moving on to JDM. Anything between $5,000 and $10,000. Obviously, the safe bet would be EK, EG hatch. I like hatches more. They're more useful, and I think they look better than coupes. So EG, EK, either of those would be great. That's a great platform. You can turn that into a race car. You can turn it into a show car. You can turn it into a stance car. You can literally do anything with those things, and they are cheap, and they are easy to work on. I don't want to say Integra because that kind of falls in the same boat. So let's switch it up a little bit. You can get a 350Z for pretty cheap. It's going to be probably thrashed, but if you're looking to drift, it's probably a good platform for you. I would go for a 350Z if I was looking to drift. So That's what I would do. One more. Let's see. What's another good JDM car? I want to get something. Well, I guess an EK or an EG is. You can get those in 4-door. Because I want to give people some options. If you're looking for a 2-door, a 4-door, a front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, that's how I'm thinking about this. Just give people some good options. I would not recommend any Subaru. Not for that price range. Sorry, if you're limited on price, then you should not buy a Subaru. Fuck. This is a hard one. Sylvia, 300ZX, Again, like those are good cars, but that's not. If you're on a budget, I would not buy any of those cars. Shit, what's a good car? S2K is too much. Miata. I hate it, but I have to say it. It is a good option. NA or NB Miata. Yeah, you could probably get one of those for 5 to 10 grand. Pretty good condition too, and just same like everything else. You can do just about anything you want to do in it. You can drift it. You can race it. You can show car, stance car it. I hate it because I hate Miatas, but it is a good option. It is a very good option. So, Miata. All right, Euro cars. I am least informed in the Euro cars, so these prices do not do not take them as accurate. But first thing that comes to mind is any E46. I don't know what you can get an E46 M3 for. They're probably still in the teens. I like those cars, great cars, but I think that's a little bit out of price range. E36 and E46s I do think are very beautiful body styles, but just depending on the model. I don't know all the different models of that generation because I've never looked at one, so I don't know. What other Euro cars? God, Euro cars are hard because I don't think I've ever looked around shopping for a Euro car. So I'm just in the dark when it comes to Euro car prices. I literally just don't know. Any Audis? You can get a Golf, yeah. God, I hate that car too. You can get an Egg. You can get a Golf. What year? I don't know. But if you're looking for a Euro car, a Golf would be a good option. Those range in price, so I guarantee you can find one within your budget somewhere. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Okay, I'm 1 for 1. Like I said, I do think you can get an E36 or an E46, so I'll say I'm 2 for 2. I need one more. Damn. Someone's probably like screaming through their phone right now, just like, Drew, you don't know about this car, you're a fucking idiot. What's a cheap Euro car? I don't want to say another BMW because someone's probably thinking like E30, but no, you're not going to daily drive an E30. Come on. Think, goddammit. I don't know. No, there's no Mercedes I would really recommend. So do more research. Let's just say that. If you're looking for a Euro car, do more research. Don't go out and buy a $5,000 Porsche either. Bad idea. But okay, now that you got your car, what should you do with it? If I were modifying a car all over again, like I kind of just did with this one, do you guys remember, and this will be on the test, do you guys remember the first mod I did to this bad boy? You don't? Let me enlighten you. On day 3, I punched the cats out of this bitch. So, I would recommend, as a first mod, something exhaust related. The reason why I say exhaust related is because you can't just do wheels and you can't just do coilovers. You know, you can't just start there. Those kind of go together, in my opinion. If you have a stock ride height car with nice wheels, it looks stupid. If you have a lowered vehicle on stock wheels, kind of like this, kind of looks stupid. I'm just doing this because I want to wear through these tires. So I like exhaust as a first modification because if you are modifying your car for performance, it's kind of an entry-level mod, depending on what you're doing. You could do it yourself 100% on some jack stands with very basic tools. And it also gives you that satisfaction of doing something different. Like coilovers, it's really not that satisfying. Yeah, your car's a little lower, and yeah, it might ride a little different, but an exhaust, you're going to notice that. You get on it, oh, you're going to hear it. It makes some cool popping noises, oh, you're going to notice it. So that's why I recommend an exhaust as the first thing. You pair that with an intake and a nice tune, and I mean, shit, this car with just those 2 mods picked up like fucking 60 horsepower. I was blown away. This car on 91 with my intake and my catless exhaust Went from 550 to 595 or something like that. So 55 horsepower. Now I am boosted, so maybe that has to do with it. It could just flow a lot better, but hey, I ain't complaining. More horsepower is more horsepower. Um, Damn, that washing machine sounds like it is about to break. Sorry. Wow, that. Can you guys hear that? She sounds broken. Anyways, that's what I would do. After you do intake and exhaust and maybe a tune, then I would start doing like wheels, tires, suspension. Dude, if you guys blow up, I'm sorry, but that thing sounds like it's literally about to blow up. But yeah, I would start there. That's usually what I do when it comes to cars. On Alma's car, on her S650, which she is keeping, by the way. She finally sold her Lexus, so she is keeping it. On that car, we did exhaust first, and then we lowered it, and we got wheels and tires. So I think generally that's what I would recommend. Some dudes, they go out and wrap a car first thing. Unless you got a GT500 and the car's good stock, then I wouldn't wrap a car first. That just looks stupid. Stock cars that are wrapped look dumb. I don't recommend it. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that washing machine isn't going to blow up. But yeah, don't go out and buy carbon fiber parts. I don't recommend carbon fiber parts really at all, unless you're replacing a damaged piece. I really would not recommend buying carbon fiber. Or if you're getting a completely different style hood, there's no point in replacing carbon fiber parts for OEM parts, really. Unless it is a super heavy piece. But I mean, have you guys ever taken a fender off? They weigh nothing. Like, they literally weigh nothing. This probably weighs less than a pound. You're not saving crazy weight savings with that. A trunk, okay, maybe. A hood, yeah, I could see it. Doors, a bit excessive if you ask me. But yeah, I could see it. But a lot of people, they'll have a stock car and they'll just throw fenders on it. Like a stock S650 or S550. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, you just wasted $1,200. It's not worth it. I don't even think I have any carbon fiber on this car. I have a fiberglass hood, factory fenders, factory doors, factory trunk. Yeah, I have no carbon fiber on this car. Shit. Maybe I should get some carbon fiber. Maybe I should do a carbon fiber trunk. No, but I want the weight in the rear. So maybe I should do the seat. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do. I was going to say maybe I could do a carbon fiber hood, but I ain't going to do jack shit. So I'll just leave it. Carbon fiber doors would be cool, but I don't also want to die when I get T-boned. So I'll pass on that. What are some other mods I would not recommend? And I'm talking about like real mods, nothing like fake hood scoops and stuff. I wouldn't recommend a big wing on a stock car, even if it is a legit wing. Some people... Why are you guys shaking? You guys scared? Sorry about that, guys. Some people will go out and buy like an APR wing for like their Evo or something, and their Evo stock. I wouldn't recommend that. It's just a waste of money. Some people will go out. Oh, these guys are just goobers. They'll buy welds on a stock car. Don't do that. Don't buy welds. Especially don't buy beadlocks. Don't. You can buy them when you're making some serious power, but I'm making 600 plus horsepower, and I'm on some shitty ass Continental, like all season sport tires, and it hooks. So you don't need it. I don't think many people out there with beadlocks and welds on a stock car are making more than 600 wheel horsepower. And if I don't need it, then you don't need it. So just, you don't need it. This car makes 900 plus. So yeah, it needs its beadlocks. But anything under 800, I don't think you need it. Let's see. What else? Oh, carbon fiber steering wheels. Waste of money. I mean, I might get one for this car just because this steering wheel is fucking ugly. But I'm also getting it at a very, very cheap price. So do not go out and buy a $2,000 steering wheel. Do not do it. It is a waste of money. They're all made in China. So find wherever you can find it the cheapest and buy that one. I promise you they are all made in China. Or Taiwan. Somewhere. Somewhere not here. Yeah, my voice cracked. Yeah, I think my voice is done. I think that's a good basis. I think I think that's some good advice. Don't buy some LGBTQ taillights and headlights. I wouldn't buy those, period. Now, chill out. I know this car, the taillights do go rainbow if I want to program them to do that. But I will never program them to go rainbow. Never. When I turn them on, they do flash different colors. But I think that's just them testing the different colors. You will never see me at a car meet parked up with rainbow taillights. Never. That's lame. So, yeah. I think that's it, though. I don't know. I think that's good advice. I think overall I got across what I wanted to get across. 1, I don't hate on every car. 2, I don't know. Take from what you heard here and do with that information what you want. I want to go drive this car. I keep looking at this like sexy body line right here. And fuck, I just want to fuck it. It just looks so good. Anyways, I'm going to go driving. I am getting a new shift knob for this today. So I do want to drive it once that comes. And maybe I'll go to a car meet tonight. Subscribe. Like this video. Oh my God, my voice is gone. And until next video, peace.